How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Old School Weekly Recap. Let's take a look back at the past 7 days. This week's game update included a few mobile changes in preparation for the full release of mobile on October 30th. The changes included improved scrolling in the bank interface and Game Center integration for iOS. The Game Center integration allows you to create new accounts through the Game Center. Beyond the usual mountain of tweaks and bug fixes which were also included in this week's update, the team also threw in a sneak peek at an upcoming update, the Portal Nexus. The Portal Nexus is essentially an improved portal chamber for your player-owned house. It has greater capacity for teleports and a higher level requirement. In the news post this week, Modmaz went through the progress of the update so far, explaining the interfaces and providing a few screenshots so we know roughly what to expect. If you're interested in the full details and the full news post, you can find a link in the description. On this week's developer Q&A, Mod Ash provided a little bit of insight into this year's Halloween event.
This one sets in a place we haven't explored very much. It's the chapel near Rymington and Port Sarim. A crypt underneath it, which is a new bit of terrain for this event. So here's a teaser of what's inside it. Blood on the wall, skeletons hanging up, and plenty of coffins and cobwebs, and a cauldron. And this snappily dressed gentleman in the bowler hat. He's got plenty of ideas, he thinks, and what he's trying to create is a sort of holiday event, if you will, for his niece and nephew, which he intends to call, third picture please. His name is Eric, and these are the chambers that he is having you set up for his Halloween event.
The Chambers of Eric will be coming to Old School on Thursday, October 25th. The RuneScape merch store has received a buff this week with the addition of 3 brand new Old School t-shirt designs, a Tim and Crunchy mug, and 2 new mouse mats. And on top of all of that, a new range of pins are available created by none other than AngelScape. A link to the merch store can be found in the description. Be sure to go and spend all of your money there, just so you have enough t-shirts to make sure everyone knows you play a decade-old fantasy clicking simulator. And before we get to this week's community spotlight, I'd like to give you one last reminder that the Old School survey, which has been running for the past few weeks, ends on October 20th. Participating in the survey will allow you to have an impact on the future of OSRS, and you will have a chance to win some prizes. A link to the survey can be found in the description. Now, to finish off this week's recap, let's take a look at some old school art in the community spotlight. First up, we have Yvingsus, who tried his hand at recreating his fashionscape from his NoQuest Iron Man account. This looks pretty snazzy, and given this is your first attempt, nice. Next we have Scientific, with this impressive depiction of an Instagram model facing off in an encounter with Vorkath. I absolutely love this, great work Scientific, can't wait to see more. And to top things off, we have a brilliant animation from Jansel, portraying how they think their use of a third-party client is viewed by their official client buddies. Anyway, that is all I have for you this week. Thank you all for watching, have a great week, and I'll see you next Friday.